You lie too much. No one can keep a relationship that their partner lies too much. You need to be someone that your partner can trust. You need to be someone that your partner can always count on. You should never live a life of lie, and you should always be ready to face the consequences if you decide to do otherwise. God is never happy when you live a life of lies. God does not want this kind of life for you because it is unbiblical and it affects every good thing going on in your life. There is always a way for you to get out of situations, and that should be by telling the truth all the time. When you lie, it's like you are digging a pit to bury yourself in for the time being, because sooner or later the truth will always catch up with it, and this will make people not trust you anymore. Sometimes you might think it's just one lie, and it won't hurt anyone, but the truth is that if you tell one lie, you tell multiple lies to make that one lie believable. There are no ends to a life built with lies. A relationship built on a lie is not going anywhere. If you keep lying to your partner, sooner or later that relationship is bound to end. Lying makes people not trust you, and this means that they are not going to give you their all in that relationship because they feel you might cheat on them because of the image that you already portray to them. God does not want this kind of life for you, and it will affect your blessings unless you ask for forgiveness. Not only for forgiveness, but also making sure that you do not repeat the same attitude anymore. If you can achieve this, then God is ready to shower you with blessings. But if not, you only have yourself to blame for delaying these blessings that God already has planned for you. God does not mind holding off these blessings until you do the right thing. You need to stop living a life of lies because it does not suit a true believer. This will destroy your relationship and no one will trust you anymore. Number 2. You cheat on your partner. Infidelity is one of the easiest ways to create a big problem in your relationship. When you cheat on your partner, you break that vow you made to them and God. This is never a good thing and God frowns on this attitude. You should always make sure you keep the promise you made to your partner, because if you don't, then you will only be missing out on what God has planned for you. Many people do not even know the blessings that along with a great and happy relationship. When you keep your partner happy, you keep God happy, and He is ready to bless you and your home. God will always save your relationship as long as you look up to Him whenever you are in trouble. Cheating on your partner does not count as one of the ways you look up to God. You need to be faithful to your partner and make them happy before God will make you happy too. A relationship is a union between you and your partner, and your souls has come together, so anything that affects you will directly or indirectly affect your partner too. If you can keep your home healthy and happy, you may get many blessings from God, which includes financial blessings too. Sometimes your partner's happiness is the key to that financial breakthrough you have always been praying for, and as long as you keep your partner happy, God will open that door for you. Cheating on your partner destroys the relationship, and you should stop it. Number 3. You do not care about your partner. When someone loves you genuinely, they care about you even if you don't ask for it. They feel the need to make sure you are okay and comfortable with your life. Care is a love language spoken by every individual. We are programmed to automatically care for whomever it is we love. We just want to always see them fine and doing good. We would go to any lengths to make sure these people we love are comfortable, even if it means making little sacrifices along the way. We just find ourselves caring about their needs and going the extra mile to provide for them. When someone cares for you, you automatically start growing a soft spot for them. You find yourself happy and smiling at the little gestures they make towards making you happy. When you see that someone cares about you so much, it is your job to make sure you don't take their care for granted. Cherish them and bring them closer to you. Also, care about them and let them know you see and appreciate their efforts. Caring for someone who turns blind to all you have been doing can be frustrating and disappointing. You just get your hopes up hoping someday they would at least acknowledge your efforts, even if they don't reciprocate it. Sometimes, this makes us feel bad, and it affects the way we express our love to people. For every human that doesn't care, there must have been someone who once took his or her care for granted. Love cannot exist without care. Care is one of the rudiments of love, so if you are not showing your partner that you care about them, then you are causing a lot of damage to your relationship, and there would be a very big problem. Number 4. You deprive your partner of your attention. You need to be able to squeeze that special someone into your life. No matter how tight your schedule seems, you need to be able to make time for them if you love them. This is what being in love is all about. You need to always want to spend time with them. Make time for that person special to your heart. Make sure you plan weekends and even vacations with them in it. When you can make these changes in your life, God will send the perfect person for you. It is okay that sometimes you want to be alone. During these periods, you should also know that there are people that want to be there for you. No matter the situation, you should never shut them out of your life. Look for a way to make them feel part of your life like they want to be. Learn to sacrifice your space to accommodate that special person. If you do not give them attention, you are creating a very big problem for your relationship. Number 5. You include third parties in your relationship. If you include third parties in your relationship, then you might be causing damage to that relationship. You have no idea what the intention of the third party you are introducing is on your relationship. The person might not be happy that your relationship is going smoothly, and they would want to bring that relationship down. When you involve this kind of person in your relationship talks, then you might have just invited trouble into your relationship, because they would do anything to make sure they bring your relationship down. Introducing a third party to your relationship is never a good idea. Number 6. You do not listen to your partner. Communication is key in any relationship. You need to have effective communication with your partner if you want things to work well between you and your partner. For effective communication to occur, you need to be able to listen to your partner. It's a necessity in a relationship. Your partner will speak to you in many ways, and you need to be able to decode this. Let your partner know that you are listening, and the things you are learning from them, you are putting it to use. If you do not listen to your partner, then you are planning to destroy your relationship. Number 7. You do not pray to God. You should be very prayerful in a relationship. You and your partner need to pray together. As the popular saying goes, a family that prays together stays together. There is nothing that God would not be involved in. You need to lean on God for Him to save your relationship when there is a problem. God will gladly save your relationship as long as you have involved Him in every decision you make in your relationship. God wants you to have a blissful relationship, but it is left for you to involve Him in all you do. Pray to God all the time about whatever it is you are going through. Putting everything in God's hand is a perfect way to let God handle your affairs. True believers know this, and they always use it to their advantage. They make efforts and commit their efforts into God's hands because they are sure He would never fail them. When God is involved in your relationship and it is approved by Him, then you can be sure that there would not exist a problem that both of you cannot overcome together. When you are genuinely in love with someone, you want to make sure it is them that God has destined you with, so you should always put them in your prayers and should always pray for them.